13 Reads, sponsored by Independent Bank.
We have many initiatives here at 13 on Your Side, one of which is promoting literacy. And today we're telling you about a book, actually two books, written by one of our very own. My co-anchor Meredith and her husband Eric recently authored a children's book and devotional titled The Wandering Wise Men, and they gave me the story behind the story.
The Wandering Wise Men Christmas Tradition is a children's book with vibrant illustrations by Joel Schrotenboer. It's a 37-day family devotional that starts on December 1st, goes all the way through Epiphany on January 6th, and then the interactive part of this is these 3 wise men plush toys that we hope parents will hide around the house and kids will be excited to find.
As a family, when we set up our nativity set, we always put the wise men somewhere else around the house to symbolize that they're wandering, that they're on a journey.
Eric and Meredith have been on their own journey, studying the Bible and teaching their children about it in a way that's understandable while still being accurate.
Eric attended Western Seminary in Holland, is where he got his master's degree, and has been passionate about teaching in the land of the Bible, has led study trips there over the course of many years. And so through those experiences, through his own learning, he's grown in his passion to share those details that really make the story come to life in a new way.
When I get to take people to the lands of the Bible, the most exciting thing is that I get to show them the pictures in the text. The pictures that the biblical authors are using, and many times we don't understand those because we don't live in that area and we don't live at that time. And I think sometimes our stories get filled with tradition and the pictures get blurred. And these are the stories we tell to our children, and so this is what they grow up with. And so we felt a call to tell our children accurate biblical stories. And our belief is that when you tell them the correct cultural context, the stories come alive in a way they don't if you miss that.
For this story, they're highlighting the wise men, but it's not exactly the traditional story.
So it was about 2 years ago, we had been reading Christmas books to our daughter and son. As we're reading them, we're realizing none of these books are accurate to the biblical story, to the story that we get in the Gospel of Luke and Matthew. And so we thought, what if we wrote a book about the wise men, and the wise men came much later to see Jesus than on the night Jesus was born? Because Matthew tells us that the wise men came much later. When you put the wise men at the birth of Jesus, you miss out on their wandering. You know, you miss out on that part of the story. And so that's one of the reasons we wanted to write this, because context matters when we read our Bibles.
It was such a joy to work with Holland-based artist Joel Schrotenboer, because Joel has a love for the land of the Bible the same way we do. Joel has been there a number of times.
We gave him some research, and he took those ideas and made them into beautiful illustrations and beautiful characters, very whimsical, but yet he also appreciated that we wanted to teach something through these books.
Our hope is that we're creating resources for parents to help teach their children and to help the whole family fall more in love with their Bible.
What a cool project. Now, we know that when you dive this deep into something, it can be stressful. Was this fun for you and Eric?
It was so fun for us, Jay. I mean, this children's book started as a bunch of rhymes that evolved into a children's book. And then we realized we could tell more of the story by including a 37-day family devotional, and then these stuffies for, parents to hide around the house. It's been a joy to do as a family. Marin helped us with the rhymes at the very start. This whole thing started when Judah was 4 months old. So it's been an absolute blast.
I'm looking forward to seeing this, especially as we get closer to Christmas time.
Absolutely.